Hey, what is up guys, Patriots here, welcome back. I'm doing some more Modern Warfare 3 gameplay here. We are on Fall, and this is a team deathmatch on the PS3. Hope you enjoy. Anyways guys, today what we're talking about is whether Call of Duty needs to change things up a bit, and I think we all understand that eventually they definitely need to change things up. Guitar Hero died because it came out too much, and they didn't change enough for people to keep buying the franchise, keep supporting the franchise. However, I know Call of Duty has broke its own records every year since Modern Warfare 2, and I don't see them stopping anytime soon. There's at least 3 more years in this thing, if not more, and I'm just going to talk about whether I think we need to change the formula, the kill streak, perk, formula that they have currently going. Because on my last video I said, can't wait for Black Ops 2, and people were like, Black Ops 2, they're actually making another one? Of course they're making another one. This isn't over. It's far from over, at least, for the next 3 or so years, because Treyarch's definitely coming out with another one at the end of this year. Then Infinity Ward definitely next year. And whether that's on next-generation consoles, we don't know yet. But there's definitely going to be one on the next-gen consoles as a launch title, so we at least have that to look forward to, or expect, because even if next year isn't another console, Infinity Ward will still be here, and then for sure, if the year after is the new console, that's when another one will hit. They're definitely going to release it as a launch title, because could you imagine Call of Duty as one of the 10 select games available day one with the Xbox 720 or the PlayStation 4? That's like fucking Call of Duty sales times 25 million. Like, it's gonna fuck shit up, and Activision's gonna be rolling in money, and Bobby Kotick's gonna be throwing a party. Robert Bowling is going to be jumping up and down in his clown suit, scaring the children. And that's just what's going to happen. It's inevitable. But as to whether or not they need to change things up, I'm not sure. The Call of Duty in the current formula will never be as exciting as COD 4 was. COD 4 was addicting because it was new. It was something different. We hadn't had it before. And as much as people say, well, if they fix the stuff and the game comes out fine, it'll be as fun as that. It'll be really fun, and I'll really enjoy a game that's completely solid from top to bottom. And, we haven't got that yet. I think Treyarch was pretty close with Black Ops. I mean, people hit detection, blah, 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 blah. I don't have those problems, therefore I don't complain about that. And, Second Chance and Ghost are a problem, but they're still here in all the other games. So for it to really be, that one game fucked up, I'm not sure. And we haven't had the perfect game yet, regardless. So, whether or not the perfect game would completely, revive the series, I don't think it would. I think we need something more. But what? I mean, Call of Duty 4 is an idea that no one came up with before them, and no one has topped since them. So, it's almost like, yeah, we all know that things need to change. They need to change something up, because eventually this formula is going to get boring to people. However, what is it? Does anyone have an idea as to what it is? Because I don't think it's vehicles. I don't think, bigger maps, more players is what Call of Duty would do. I don't think that's what they need. I mean, Battlefield, people love the fuck out of Battlefield, but it's not like they changed too much from Battlefield to Battlefield. So why does Call of Duty need to change? What is it about Call of Duty that people say, we can't do this anymore, it needs to change? And I'm not sure in Activision's mind anyway that they think they need to change, because the sales numbers say otherwise. They are pretty clear that this is a successful franchise, people like this, and they want this game. And to be quite honest, although I would welcome change if it was a good change, if they came up with another COD 4, another thing that was as fun as that, I would be totally up for it, I'm ready to move on past Call of Duty as soon as someone is ready to bring me something worthwhile, worth putting hours and hours into, because I buy Homefront, I buy those Crisis games, I buy shit like that, and I play it for maybe 6 hours, maybe. Homefront, I think I got 15 minutes played because I got it to prove a point about one gameplay. I thought it was an okay game, but there's always Call of Duty, which I think is above it. I think it's better. And I think that the biggest thing Call of Duty needs is just one title that's not broken, because, first of all, the only people who think it needs to change, who hate, the formula, who hate the broken bullshit, is us. We're the only ones here, okay? The people who put videos on YouTube and watch videos on YouTube and do all this shit and are dedicated to the game, we're the only people who give a fuck. Like, nobody else thinks this game is fundamentally broken. It's just us. Like, the casual crowd, they're perfectly happy to play this game for the next 4 years. They don't give a shit. Like, they don't think it's a problem. We're the only ones who see problems. And we're the only ones who keep saying things need to change, because things don't need to change. Sales numbers say otherwise. People are saying otherwise. And quite frankly, what are they going to change? What are they going to do? I mean, I've been hearing a lot of talk throughout this community about removing the perks. That would, first of all, kill sales numbers if they removed that. Like, the casual crowd's not going to be behind that. And what would that do for us? Let's be honest. What would that do? You're bored with the current formula, so let's take away perks. That sounds like the dumbest idea I've ever heard. And if I got my way, I'd take away kill streaks, because I fucking hate them. I do not want to be fucked in the asshole by a kill streak that I can't do anything about. But would that be... Are they gonna do that? No. Would that be a good idea? Probably not. It would bore the hell out of people. Like, I don't know what they can do, and things aren't gonna change. Black Ops 2 is coming out this November, whether you like it or fucking not. And there's at least 3 more years of this, and... I mean, I could see 4 or 5 more years, because sales numbers, they say one thing to Activision. They say we're still doing it right, and this isn't going to end. You know, they're going to have really bad sales numbers for this to just crash around them. And, you know, hopefully Respawn Studios, who are the old Infinity Ward guys, who are now over at EA, hopefully they come up with something. There's been rumors of them remaking COD 4. I don't know if they own the exact license to COD 4, but if they're remaking something basically identical, I'm on board. That would be fucking epic. But is it a change? Is it something new? No. And we still have to wait and see if someone can come up with something. Thanks for watching, guys. Give me your thoughts below, and I'll see you later.